Hello, Catoctin, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. For this week's project, I thought this would be kind of cool. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. It's a drawing project. And what you're going to do is you're going to choose a photograph of a person's face from a magazine or something like that. You could do a photo from home, but I'm going to be actually cutting this photo in half. So I would suggest using a photo from a magazine. You're going to first decide, I just took the rest of the ad out of the photo just so I could have my person's face. And you're going to need to divide the face in half. So you can do that with a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, you could take something else like this straight edge of this file folder or the edge of a book. And you might not get it exactly in half, but I'd like for you to try to do your best. Draw a pencil line down the middle. Hopefully you can see that pencil line in there. You might not be able to see. Let me see if I can. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this picture in half. Again, you don't have to cut it. You can always fold it in half and see how you do with just folding it in half versus cutting it. That way, if you don't have scissors, you can just fold it. And I'm going to use a sketchbook, and I'm going to be putting my picture in my sketchbook. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to turn it this way so that I have my sketchbook page here. Let me just get some of this stuff out of the way. I have my sketchbook page here, and you might want to tape it or glue it down in place. So I don't have my tape right here. So I'm just going to do my best to keep it in place. And what I'd like for you to do is flip your book upside down, or flip your paper upside down. And I'd like for you to try to draw the other half of the face, but I want you to draw the other half of the face upside down. So if you are right-handed, you could switch the pictures. I could do this half of the picture instead. If you're left-handed, you might want to do the other side. But I'm right-handed, so I'm going to try this, and I'm going to try to work pretty quickly, and I'm going to try to draw the other half of her face. So I'm going to draw the edge of her cheek. And so the reason I'm having you draw it upside down is because what our brain does to us when we're trying to draw people is it labels what we're drawing. It labels ear, eyes, nose, all the different parts of the face. And so it gets a little tricky to actually draw what you see because your brain is trying to tell you what it is. So I want you to just concentrate on the shapes that you see on the face. Don't give them a label. Don't call it an eye or an eyebrow or a nose or a mouth. Just try to draw what you see, any of the lines that you see, any of the shapes that you see. Like I said, you're just doing your best on here. Now she's got a reflection in her eye, so I don't really, can't really see that too well. But then like the nose, you would continue on this side. Draw the nostril, coming up, draw the other side of the lips. But again, see what I'm doing? I'm labeling in my mind. I'm labeling what I'm seeing here. And I'm going to try to do the opposite of the way I see her hair and the shape of what I see as her hair here. And she's got short hair, and then she's got this, looks like maybe a little turtleneck top, and her shoulders come down. And so then what I might want to do is I chose somebody that's got a lot of lines in their face. And so I'm going to try to copy some of those lines that I see. You don't have to choose somebody with lots of lines in their face, but you can, if you want to try some shading, you could try some shading with this activity. Totally up to you how far you want to take this. If you wanted to do this in color, you could do it with colored pencils or with crayons. I probably wouldn't suggest doing markers because I feel like the markers might take away too much of the lines and maybe even the texture that you might be showing in your person's face. And I might go back in and I might edit some of the things that I did. I might make some changes to what I see, or the shape that I saw. And so I'm doing kind of a quick version of this. I would love for you to spend about 15 minutes doing this drawing and seeing what you can pull, seeing all the details you can see in the person's face. And then when you're totally done, what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn the picture around and see how well you did. And then if you want, you can even go back in and edit some more. So I feel like over here on this side, I might have gone a little too far out with her jaw, so I might bring that back in a little bit. But you can do your edits and things after you've drawn it upside down. But I want you to try to draw it upside down so that you're training your brain to not really worry about the names of the shapes that you're drawing, but just trying to draw the shapes that you see and the lines that you see on the face. Super great job. I can't wait to see what you've done. You can upload your pictures to Artsonia in your grade level in 2020 for this project. All the projects that we do from now until the end of school will go into that project. And your parents can help you upload it to our Facebook group, which is arts@Catoctin.es. Or you can email me your pictures if you'd like, just so I can see what you've done. Just take a quick little shot of it with the camera, and that will be great. So I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. I'm very excited, and I will talk to you next week.